Alrighty. Hello and welcome back to the Boxcast. It's a podcast that features a group of friends just talking about thoughts that we had, or some hot takes, topics, or just whatever we thought about just 5 minutes before we hit record. I'm your host Orlando, and today I'm joined by two guests today. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Arturo.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Carlos.
Alright, and back to me again. So, the other day I watched Deadpool again.
Oh, Deadpool?
Yeah, the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Because I saw that it was on Hulu.
Oh, yeah, it went back on Hulu. Or,
yeah.
No, or was it on what was it on before?
I don't know.
Netflix, I think.
Was it Netflix?
Maybe. It might have been on Netflix. I'm
Probably.
not too sure. I haven't watched it in forever.
Yeah, me neither. But I watched it I think last weekend, and it was still pretty good. I liked it still. It was fun.
That one holds up pretty well.
It does. And I also saw that they have like the two movies on there too. They have both 1 and 2. So I thought that was pretty cool, which made me think about how, personally for me, I liked how the second one is better than the first one.
I agree.
Yeah. I agree also. It's pretty good. It's pretty rare to find like a movie like the second one better than the first, you know?
Yeah, honestly, because sometimes it kind of feels like they like blow the whole like magic that they had into the first movie, and then right when they started making the next one, it's like, oh well, I don't know, we don't have anything. That's it. That's all we got.
I figured it'd be hard, to try to top it.
I know.
Shit.
Yeah, honestly, like I could see how it could be really hard because typically the first movie's always just way better.
Yeah, in some instances. But you know what? This also made me think about how like movie series do you think like outdid either the first one, Shrek?
Yeah.
Shrek 2 was way better than the first. The first was really good, but the number 2 added just a lot more to the story.
That's right.
And it still brought like that like adult humor.
It did.
That everybody liked.
That's true. Like one thing I thought was pretty funny too was how they kind of like dived into like Fiona's family, because since we met her in the first movie, and it's like, all right, cool, but now we got to know her. We got to get to know her a little bit more and her family once they went to far, far away, which I thought was pretty funny when they showed how the city looked like. It just looked like a fantasy version of Los Angeles.
Yeah, and thinking about it, yeah,
honestly,
far away.
Like that's probably what I like the most, is that it went more in depth into like Fiona's like family and like where she comes from and why she is the way she is. And then just how Shrek is completely against it and he hates everything about it.
Yeah,
so
it's not
throughout the whole movie.
Yeah,
you see like him struggling and all that, trying to like,
it's too modern.
Yeah,
I don't understand this. I mostly like my swamp where everything is,
He likes everything like
he likes
crappy,
to be seclusive. He likes to be alone. He's a lone man. He's a homebody.
Kind of like Carlos with his swamp.
Nobody else gets to see it except for him.
Oh my god,
it's exclusive. What did you think about the third movie?
The third one's still holds up.
Did it?
Not as good as the first or the second, but it's still pretty good.
So you think the third one like did a little less better than the first two?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like they tried to go kind of like a little too far with the story.
Like how?
So if I think I remember, if I remember correctly, the third one is when he meets Rumpelstiltskin, right?
No, that's Shrek Forever After.
No, that's the last
crap.
one. That's the last
No,
one.
no. Yeah, that was like Shrek the
What's
third.
the third one then?
Shrek the third was about the king, like he died, and then
oh yeah, he's like on his deathbed and all that.
Oh, that's where that
well, someone
that
better be dying.
Cringe meme came from.
Yeah,
the frog dies. Okay, honestly, now that you mention it, I kind of don't remember the third one that much.
See, that was the one. That's the one with the what was it called? The Justin Timberlake character.
Yeah. It's because
it was Arthur.
Yeah, King Arthur.
And then there's Merlin, the guy Merlin.
Yeah, the
that one's like kind of forgettable. I don't really
remember. I completely forgot it.
See, I don't remember it.
I still remember Shrek Forever After, just because like of how
it was the last.
It was not that great.
Just because it was bad.
Because it was bad. It was pretty bad. I did not like it, but Shrek the Third, I do not remember anything about it at all.
Okay.
I
I don't think
remember nothing.
anyone really remembers that one.
I don't remember it at all.
Probably it's because they didn't have Counting Crows playing in the beginning, like in Shrek 2.
Accidentally in
Yeah.
love.
What's the problem, baby?
God.
Hey, that shit's a slapper.
It kind of does, yeah.
So, what's a movie that comes to mind where the second one is better than the first, Carlos?
Oh, that's right, because we brought up
22 Jump Street.
22 Jump Street?
What is it?
22nd.
22nd.
22nd Jump Street?
I'm stupid.
Yeah, it's 21 and then 22nd.
Yeah,
Jump Street,
22nd.
Right? Yeah.
I never
That one's
saw-
pretty good.
I never.
Yeah, that
I
one-
think I saw 22nd Jump Street,
Yeah,
but like
22nd
in
Jump Street.
Spanish.
What?
In Spanish.
It's because I was watching it with my parents, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's why.
That's weird.
Did they at least
know.
put English subtitles?
No,
Oh.
it was like in those like Spanish only like movie channels.
Oh, like Telemundo or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Telemundo.
So I don't really remember much except for that funny scene about how they found out that the one guy was dating the captain's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that part, but that was it.
Yeah, the movie was really good. I think it's still better than the first one, for me.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, it has good comedy. It has a good plot. I mean, they even joke about it too, how it's like it's the same thing, or like Ice Cube's character is like do the same thing, like you just go inside find the supplier, bust them, whatever, this and that. Like, he just kind of makes this all simple, but it turns out to be like a whole different type of plot.
Yeah,
But it still holds up to me as like a better, movie that the sequel is better than the first one. In my
Alrighty.
case.
in that case, so you say that the second one was better than the first one, right?
Yeah.
So why exactly? Like, 'cause-
I just feel like it added more to it, like more humor
right?
and more of like story wise. Like, I thought the story was pretty well done. Yeah, just comedy, story.
Yeah, that makes
character.
sense.
They kind of like talk about more about like, each character.
Yeah,
their-
because since they don't have to introduce anybody this time,
Yeah,
they
it's
just
just like
straight in. Everyone, it's like everyone.
the only person
remembers.
I think that introduces Ice Cube's like daughter.
Yeah, she was like the newest person.
Yeah,
That had to do with the plot.
that Schmidt.
There we go. Yeah.
Schmidt. Yeah.
Was
I was
he-
like, I know it's a funky name. It's like
Was he
Schmidt.
like officer or detective? Like, would do you like remember?
He was like a what? Yeah, it was like a detective or undercover cop.
Undercover cop?
Yeah, they were undercover because remember they went to college.
Right.
Yeah, so
But like, did they always like address each other like as like officer or?
I don't think so.
Or just Schmidt, like just their name,
yeah, just Schmidt.
just Schmidt.
And I forget Channing Tatum's character, but yeah, that's my
Oh, that's
movie.
right. I remember that. One thing I did remember about the second movie was how like they kind of like broke off, like he fell in love with like the weird kids, right? And then Channing Tatum's character like getting close to like the football guys
Yeah.
to the point
I
where
thought it was the other way around.
No.
Because Channing Tatum, he was like, college is gonna. Oh no, that's the first one.
No,
right?
that's the first one with the geeks.
Yeah, where he has to become friends with the geeks, huh?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm talking about the
Because-
second one.
Because he's not cool anymore. The second one, dude. Fuck. Now that I think about it, I kind of don't remember the second one either.
Damn, so you don't remember Shrek the Third and 22
Well,
and
Shrek the
22nd?
Third sucked. That's
Yeah.
that's why I don't
That's
remember.
why.
But 22nd Jump Street, I know it's a good movie. It's just I haven't seen it in forever.
Oh, okay, that
Like
makes
I need
sense.
to like refresh my memory.
Alrighty, but you know what is like one series though that you believe like had like a good movie, like first movie, had a really terrible like couple of sequels later.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, God.
I feel like that's like the
Fast and Furious has gone on too long. Please stop making movies. Nobody wants to see them anymore. You should have stopped on the third one. Please stop.
Tokyo Drift was the last good one. Everything after that.
They're
was
running
just
out of
like-
names. They really are. It's like there's the Fast and the Furious,
And they're
Too
talking
Fast, Too
they're
Furious,
talking
the
about going to
Fast and
space?
Furious, the Furious 7. It's like
Oh my God.
they're running out of names at this point. It's like what the fuck are they gonna make up this time?
I know, it's ridiculous.
You said the new one they're gonna be up in space or something like that.
That's
Is
why.
that
That's
true?
Why, I think now I don't know if
They're
it's the
gonna
next
have-
one,
they're
but like
gonna-
I've heard them talk about like we're gonna go to space.
Guaranteed, you're gonna see SpaceX and like Teslas and stuff like that.
It's
For
ridiculous.
sure.
I don't know if they're just like messing around, but like they honestly gotta stop.
You know
They
what?
really do.
You know, since you brought up the whole like plot that's gonna be in space, it just reminded me of this fucking Call of Duty game where you're in space, like shooting people in zero gravity. I think it was
Advanced Warfare.
I think it was that. Yeah, Advanced Warfare.
That one was terrible.
Exactly, just like these movies.
I think another one that comes to mind is Ice Age. Like Ice Age definitely like
Oh my god, yeah.
I think that one after the second one should have stopped because they just went so far out. Like I couldn't believe what I was watching.
To be honest, yeah, because like I mean, I don't know, because like I liked how in the first movie they showed you that there were humans. There were humans. Mm-hmm. And at the end, you know, they reunited the baby with the family.
Like they had an actual plot.
They did.
Yeah.
They had like a little mission to take care of, and they did it.
It was like heartfelt, you know.
It was, yeah.
You know, the kid
loses
his parents. What was it like?
No, his mother.
His mom, yeah, because like she was.
The camp got attacked by like wild
that's what it was.
animals.
Did she like throw him?
Are you talking about the first one?
The first one.
They returned him to his dad.
No,
I know, but the baby lost his mom.
Oh yeah, because the mom died or something.
Yeah, they got
Yeah, but didn't like the baby didn't she like throw the baby like into the water? Or
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she put him in. Yeah,
and then I guess somehow Manny spotted it, you know, the baby, and picked him up with his trunk, took care of him.
Hey, Manny.
Yeah, they just went too far. I think the last one I saw was the one with the dinosaurs in it.
Yeah, Dawn.
I think I watched it in theaters too. I have no idea why, but I
think I was like maybe 12 when I saw that movie in theaters. It was a while ago.
I wanted to go home.
Really?
It was so bad.
Damn.
All I remember from that movie was the fucking like I don't know, like this character with a leaf eye patch. That's all I remember.
Yeah, that's the dinosaur one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's all I mostly remember was that character was there and the baby. I don't know, dinosaur that they took care of or something.
They just had so many other characters that just made no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, it was just like a bombardment.
I think characters
and
and then that squirrel that's always looking for the nut. I guess he finds Scrat. Yeah, he finds like a female squirrel, and then
that becomes a whole big thing.
Yeah. Oh my! Like just stop.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that sometimes like these production companies, like they try to like stretch a franchise, you know, as far as they can, but it's like
milk it for
as much
as they can.
What's one that comes into your mind, Orlando?
That's a bad one or a good one?
Series that's really bad, where they should have stopped like after like 2 of them or 3 of them. You know?
I don't know, because Fast and Furious was a good one because they have like 8 movies now.
Yeah,
so it's
really bad.
You know what? Actually, maybe I don't know, maybe Marvel. Well, I mean not series, but I mean I feel like there's some Marvel movies that should have not happened. Like Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes, I agree. I completely agree.
Like I saw it a while ago and I thought it was alright, but I thought this wasn't needed.
I mean, some of those movies they use them like for plot development for later.
That's true.
For filler.
Kinda. I mean,
that's true.
Especially if with the thing like Marvel, like you're gonna have filler.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like to plug in plot holes or whatever, you know, something. Like they gotta find something to do with that. But I get what you're saying, like, because a lot of people hate Captain Marvel, right?
Yeah.
So like, for sure, like a lot of people could agree that movie should have never happened. It should never exist, but
just showed up in the movie where they all get together.
It's part of the plot. Because without Captain Marvel, so who knows? Thanos probably would have kicked everybody's ass. And then what kind of movie is that?
That's true. In that case, like I would say like some Marvel movies should have never happened, like Ant-Man and the Wasp. Mm-hmm. What do you think? Like what is like your biggest take about Marvel? Not Marvel. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I mean.
Oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, like what's your biggest take about that movie?
I don't know. I mean, they kind of made it like, oh, Ant-Man's gonna be like pretty badass in it. Because you know of what we saw like in the movie before. What was it?
Civil War.
Civil War. Yeah, and it's just like, yeah, he was cool in the first Ant-Man movie, and then he comes out in Civil War.
He joins Team Captain America.
Yeah, and then now it's Ant-Man and the Wasp, and it was just money. Like I'm not trying to say like it shouldn't happen, but it just seemed like it was more about like the Wasp. That's
true.
And it's just like, you know, like why don't you just have like a standalone movie?
Well, I mean, you know why.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just saying like, you know.
Yeah, but you know.
Like just have like their own story.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And just have like them separate. I don't know. I just think it's just kind of weird like having a movie like that where it's just like 2 main characters who are pretty big deal in the Marvel. You know, it just seems too bunched up.
I mean.
For like what the movie what it is. Like,
yeah, I get what you're saying, but that movie can also set up maybe like some Teen Titans type of thing.
Oh, like a spinoff?
Maybe, because I mean, the Wasp, technically, she's part of the Teen Titans.
Teen Titans?
Hmm?
Is she?
This guy's tripping.
Oh wait! Oh fuck!
This guy is out of his mind.
Never mind.
You're confusing
It's,
me.
I
man.
was thinking of Teen Titans, the little like the bee, like the bee chick.
Oh, her. Yeah, no.
They're both like the same shit.
Oh my
but
God.
that was whatever.
Sorry about that. Trigos is having
Don't care. Anyways, but yeah, I got her confused with the bee from Teen Titans, the chick that like shrinks and all that or whatever.
Oh, I know what you.
Oh, same powers too?
Yeah, they have. I mean,
I know what you.
Marvel,
mean.
DC, they all have characters
That's true,
alike.
yeah.
They both have the same shit.
Just like how DreamWorks has Madagascar, Disney has The Wild.
Yeah.
The
Madagascar is another one where they should have stopped.
God.
They should have stopped. But they kept going. They kept trying to milk it.
But how will we get Penguins of Madagascar? I'm just kidding.
Hey, Escape from Africa was actually pretty good.
That one wasn't bad.
That one was
But-
pretty funny.
Like, was it really needed?
I don't know. I thought it was pretty
Like,
funny.
they really needed it.
Do you know how many movies the Madagascar made?
I think there's 4, right?
4?
I don't know.
Well,
I've never seen
there's
it.
the spin-off with just the penguins.
That's true.
yeah.
And that's part of
That
it,
one's
in a
super
way.
forgettable. I don't remember anything from it.
Oh, God. Kowalski analysis.
Kowalski.
Their show wasn't bad, though.
Oh, the
I'll
Oh,
give them
yeah,
props.
the cartoon.
Yeah, the cartoon was good.
That's probably what they should have done from the beginning, is just make a TV show, not a full movie. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, it was definitely a cash grab, though, because they're like, oh, everybody loves the penguins. Make a movie about the penguins.
Boy.
Like, easy money right there.
That makes sense, man.
Yeah.
You know what? This just came up in my head just now. What are some movies that were like not should have happened, but how could they have been improved? You know, because like when I thought of this in my head just now, I thought of like Star Wars movies, because since
Star
everyone had a problem with the what was it? Everyone had a big problem with the second one that came out in the new trilogy. What the fuck was it called?
There was only
No.
one good movie that actually came out of this new trilogy.
Of the new ones.
And it was like the first one.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Force
the
Awakens. Yeah, the Force Awakens.
The Force
was
Awakens
great.
was the only
It
good
was a
one.
great one. Yeah, it was
The
alright.
other two were
It was alright.
bad.
It was
dog
alright.
doo doo.
Bad.
It was alright.
But how would you improve it then, Carlos?
Improve what?
The
If you think it's alright, like what could,
Like the Force
what could-
Awakens was alright.
Yeah, okay,
But-
so what could they have done better in Force Awakens
I
to
saw
make
too
you
many-
be like,
I-
it's really good?
I just remember watching a page saying like it was like the side by side of like how it's basically like the New Hope. Like they took a lot of similar ideas from it and all that. I can't really like off the top of my head I can't think of it right now, but I just remember like just seeing a bunch of similarities like they did.
I can
that
kinda
they-
see
that
it.
they took
I can kind of
to
see
make
like,
it
a couple
into their
things.
movie, but I mean I get it. Like it's still like
Wouldn't you want to do that just to bring back the fanboys of Star Wars and kind of
Wouldn't you
like
want
make them
something
fall
new?
in love with it?
Wouldn't you
I
want
mean,
something new?
technically it was kind of new, but you still have to revisit.
I know like the point like
roots of it.
yeah, bring back
Yeah,
Skywalker
like
and all
from,
that. You gotta bring
like-
back the
yeah.
characters, but like, don't just like make them seem like
Like
they're old characters. Like make them
Mhm.
like feel like
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 they're-
what have they been through the whole time? Like are they still doing the same?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's just like they didn't really touch on that. Like they only did like
Like
Yeah.
they made like the original characters just there, like they're
Yeah,
just
they're
there.
just
They didn't
there,
do
like-
anything. They're just there.
They exist.
Like they
They
know
exist.
like they
That's it.
yeah,
and,
they
and then
exist.
one of them
and
just
it's
got
been-
stabbed for no fucking reason.
Yeah, and it's been
Thrown
like this
into a
many
pit.
years, and it's just I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah, you know what? I would agree with you. Yeah, maybe it would have been nicer if they came up with something new. Because
then-
I mean,
Well, I mean, we are getting something new eventually.
I know, but I mean, like for that trilogy, yeah, they should have done something new instead of like
The-
trying to take too much influence
trilogy
from
was
from
so-
the original one.
Man.
I don't know.
Because honestly, yeah, there is some similarities between A New Hope and The Force Awakens, like the whole like BB-8 bullshit, and then and then like just like how in A New Hope, they got R2 playing the message, and then you have BB-8 telling everybody like, oh, we need resistance people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
same
see,
shit.
It's just it's too much. It's too much characters to try to follow, and it's I don't know. It's just a garbage mess.
Yeah, I mean, oh well. You know what? In that case, what are your hot takes? I like just any movie that you have a very harsh opinion
I have a
about.
hot take.
Okay, what is it?
A very current movie that came out, Justice League, the Snyder Cut. It's not that great. People need to start raving about it. I found it very boring. I had to watch it like 1 hour one day, 1 hour the next day, 1 hour this day. Like it just got really boring. Like I found myself just doing laundry while I had it in the background. It was like it took 2 whole hours just for me to actually get to enjoy the movie.
2 hours?
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
And a lot of the stuff that I actually like found myself enjoying was stuff from the first Justice League anyways, so that's just my hot take.
I can just imagine an ad saying like the Snyder Cut, a movie to do laundry with.
It's pretty good, but it's not like amazing.
You need some background noise, put the Snyder Cut on.
Like the first 2 hours, I'll give it maybe like a 5 out of 10. The last 2 hours, I'll give it like a 7 out of 10.
The Snyder Cut, a chill movie to put on while you're studying or just chilling out.
The Snyder Cut, a good movie to put on while you're banging your girl or doing something. A fucking background noise.
Holy shit. I mean, I never seen that movie, but I just heard about... The only thing I heard about was how long it is.
It's very long and...
Is it like 4 hours?
It's 4 hours.
4 hours?
Practically, yeah.
Oh my god. Well, you look like you're bothered by it. He looks upset. No, get back here. What are you doing? What are you doing?
He's checking his phone.
He's checking, he's looking for an argument, he's looking for an argument about that.
No,
Anything.
I mean, you asked for hot takes. That's my hot take.
I can go
all right
with that topic, so...
Okay. What do you got to say about it?
I don't want to go on it.
No. What do you got to say about it?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, all right. In that
All right,
case.
then give us your hot take.
I don't have a hot take.
On anything recently.
Not really.
There's no movie that you've watched where you're kind of like, that was shit. Or like, you could say something or...
Mm-hmm. I'm not too sure. I mean, a movie that I've seen recently that was kind of shit. I don't know. Can't really think of one. I choose wisely with my movies, so I don't waste my time.
But you know what? We can do some predictions right now.
Predictions as far as movies that are gonna come out?
Yeah, like
pretty soon.
Yeah, like for example, the Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
You're gonna say Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong versus Yoshi.
Donkey Kong versus Yoshi. I bet Donkey Kong can beat up Godzilla. No cap. I'm just kidding.
Oh
shit.
No, but I don't know because
Kong versus
Godzilla. Yeah. What are your thoughts about that? Like predictions?
I'm pretty excited for it, but people just talk too much about it on the internet.
They do.
They're already spoiling it and ruining it. Like you go on Twitter and there's people still analyzing it and pretty much ruining it, and I'm just like, dude, like,
why are you looking at it?
Stop.
Well, because they grabbed your attention. That's how you
and
saw
then
it
by
in the first place.
By the time you're done reading it, you're like, oh great, I just read something that'll probably spoil the movie for me. Like, it just, like...
You just gotta learn how to avoid it.
I get it. Everybody has a platform. They want to state their opinions. They want comments on, oh my god, you're genius for this, for their analysis or whatever. But it's like, yeah, way to go. Now, I'm going to go into the movie expecting this and having it in the back of my head. And then if it comes true, I'm like, oh, I already expected that. Like, it kind of like takes away like that wow moment that you could have while watching the movie.
The last movie, I think the last Godzilla movie I saw was the 2014 one. That was the last one I saw.
That was a really good movie.
It was.
I enjoyed it a lot.
If anything, though, I mean, I'm pretty sure many people would agree with me on this, but I wish they kept Bryan Cranston longer, and we just forgot about his little fucking military son no one cares about. Because I think it makes sense because he was a nuclear scientist or something like that, right, in the movie? And his wife, died in that explosion that happened. So I feel like what they should have done, to be honest, was just incorporate him more into that, since he was there when the the whole disaster happened, instead of just killing him off. And then we're just stuck with this typical cookie cutter military guy saving his family bullshit. And then we have the monsters, trying to find each other on the in the world, and then that one other scientist that was there too. That's just the one thing I have about that movie.
I get you. I totally get you.
Is that because you like Bryan Cranston?
A little bit.
I can see where you come from.
That's my hot take. There you go. There you
okay.
go. Just
how
to
about
circle
this?
it back.
Since we're pretty hyped for Kong versus Godzilla, what was your guys' thoughts on the old Godzilla, the one that came out like I don't know, I want to say like 2005, something like that. The old one with
the one with Matthew Broderick.
Yeah,
the 90s one.
I don't even. I've never even seen it.
You've never seen it?
I don't even want to.
I
look at
saw it, but it was like on Telemundo, and I was like 10 years old.
Okay.
I did watch an old Godzilla movie that was pretty dope.
Oh, the like black and white.
No, it wasn't black and white.
Oh,
It was like colored, but
Uh-huh.
it was set in Japan.
Oh, okay.
It was like a family.
One of those.
Yeah, it was one of
Okay.
those. It was pretty dope.
Those are dope.
Yeah, that one was really cool.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up exactly when it came out. That old Godzilla. I remember we had we had the DVD, and we would play that shit on repeat.
Damn, I had that shit on VCR.
It's fucking old.
I'm
It was
gonna
old.
guess.
It's that old.
I'm gonna guess 68 or like 60s.
No.
Nah, bro.
In the 60s? Nah.
Well, how old are we talking if it's black and white?
It's not black and white. It's colored. Is what I'm saying.
Oh crap!
Are you talking about the old one?
Well, which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about the one that was colored. It's an old one, but it was like colored. I think it was like in the 90s or something like
This
that.
can't be right.
The 90s?
I believe so. I think that's when
Because I remember. Because I remember the American version of Godzilla came out in the 90s.
Yeah, there's an
bad.
American version. That
Okay.
one was pretty crap.
The Godzilla I'm talking about came out in 1998.
98.
That's wild.
Yes.
Is there a
I
picture of the
remember-
cover?
Yeah.
Let me see it. Yeah.
This one.
Wait a
yeah.
minute. No,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
Matthew Broderick one.
Exactly. That's the
That's
the
the
90s.
one we're
Oh,
talking
okay.
about. Yeah.
If you're talking about the old ones, yeah, those
Yeah.
like
I'm
70s,
so, yeah.
70s, 60s.
Because, like,
Yeah, that one was whack.
this one does not hold up.
That one doesn't.
Why I came back to it and I was just like, this is bad. Like, it's bad.
It's a bad movie.
I feel like the 90s. If I were to say something about the 90s Godzilla, it's like think of that what was that one monster movie that came out in like 06 or 07
Monsters versus Aliens.
No. It was that like that found footage one, right? With like the camera. Cloverfield. It's like a shitty version of Cloverfield, but without the disorienting camera moving around and shit.
Yeah. Cloverfield was actually a pretty good movie too.
I still haven't seen it.
Like I liked what?
No, I haven't.
You
seen
haven't seen Cloverfield?
I've seen Cloverfield Paradox. Oh no, Cloverfield 10 Lane.
I've seen none of them.
That one was pretty.
You haven't seen any of them?
Nope.
Cloverfield 10 Lane. That one was fucking dope.
So the whole movie is basically a setup for like the whole invasion to come in, like towards the like last like I'd want to say 30 minutes of the movie, where it shows like everything happening and going wild. So
I know
it's a really good movie.
Like
Invasion?
I hate myself because like I know it's a good movie.
Invasion?
Well, yeah, like they're like aliens or like monsters.
Oh, Cloverfield?
Cloverfield.
Oh, okay,
yes.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the 98 Godzilla
no,
movie.
Still
No, yeah, I thought that's what you were
like,
talking about.
That's why, like, the invasion, the whole part where they come down and, like, you know, you see the camera, like, being all fucked up and everything, and you see people running and shit.
Okay.
I liked how it built up to, like, that last, like, I want to say it's about 30 minutes of just absolute chaos, and, like, it finally shows you, like, what's going on.
The only movie that could do that, the found footage, is the Blair Witch Project.
I was just thinking about
I've
that.
never seen it.
Me neither. I only saw the ending just because I wasn't gonna watch
if you
it
look at
anyway.
it in a perspective of like the first, movie to really like film the whole movie like that, like you gotta take into account like like they put the work into it, to give you the story, the characters, the plot, and all that, and like it did it in a very well written documented
Makes
way.
you feel like it's a high school project, but it's real.
It makes you feel like you're there.
That's kind of why, like, I kind of don't want to watch it, because, like, I've seen some really, really bad horror movies where I'm like, I can't believe I wasted my time, like, watching that crap. But, so Blair Witch kind of looked like one of those to me, but...
I think, like, to me personally, like, I think that one was really cool, in, like, terms of, like, what it did, and in terms of, like, plot-wise.
Would you say it's up there with, like, what's a really good horror movie, like, The Conjuring?
Yeah.
Okay.
No doubt.
All right, maybe I'll watch it.
I like he's like it like they still have like their like the build up. It's more like a build up. I mean, they do have like the little scares in there, but like I feel like it's like more like a build up type horror to where when it does happen, like you're gonna be surprised. You know,
Okay.
it's like that, but like it's in its own way. I don't want to hype it too much, but like it's still a good film. It really holds up well.
Did they remake the Blair Witch Project?
It was a sequel. That one was a sequel. The newest.
Was it
one.
also like a found footage movie, or was it just like a legit like?
I think it was like that. Yeah, I think it was like that too.
Was it also pretty good, or was it? Okay?
To me, I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. Like what they did and the plot, like just being stuck in the forest, and then I remember like there like one of the crazy parts was when they were sleeping at like what 8 o'clock at night or something like that. Like we're gonna like they're kind of like at the point in the movie like they're like lost or whatever. They need to find back the civilization. They're like okay, we're gonna sleep it off. Wake up in the morning, and then we're gonna head out. They sleep, they wake up, and it's still nighttime.
Oh my god!
But I think their watches said like it's like 7 in the morning, but it's still night out.
Oh, that's
it goes in crazy ways too. Like,
that's some shit right there.
It's really trippy.
I should watch it.
Damn.
You see here, kid? You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after or what came before. You just gotta bend your knees, take a deep breath, and jump. And you might think, what if I fall? Well, what if you don't? What if you fly?
Since we're on the concept of horror movies, you guys reminded me of another series that should have stopped, Paranormal Activity. That one just got so out of hand. Like I was like, dude, come on.
They basically use like the same like elements.
Yeah.
Do you know how many like Paranormal Activities came out?
The Mark ones? That one was good. The Mark ones was good.
Oh,
I think
they're okay.
I think the Mark
There's
one
2 of them, right?
with
because I know there's
the Mexican kid, Angel. No, there's only one. Yeah, that's the Mark ones. The Mark ones was the one with the Mexican family, Angel, and then like, you don't remember that one?
I'm just going like all I can think about is just the first one, the first and the second.
Oh,
is this later, like way later?
Yeah, this is like it was like a spinoff though. It's a spinoff.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen any spinoffs.
Yeah, they have like, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like the other ones, like yeah, those are crappy. Like the sequels, all of them are.
I'd say
crappy.
the first one is probably like pretty good, and then after that, it's just like,
yeah,
okay, we get it. Like, the house is haunted. These things are happening. Like
camera setup.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like the same like BS. It's like we're gonna do the scary movie, and we're gonna have the same camera setup, and it's like, come on.
I forgot which one I've seen recently, where I was like, dude, what is this? I think I want to say like Paranormal Activity 3, maybe 4, where at the end is so dumb because they basically just make it out to where the whole like everything's happening because a cult. Like it's just a cult.
Oh yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah,
where
that was dumb.
he like married like the wife of the guy. Like her family, like they have cultish backgrounds. So the only reason why the Paranormal Activity is happening is because they're in a cult, and this cult is basically ran by women, and the guy has 2 daughters. So the freaking the ghost is like wants the daughters. It's like the cult is calling to them or whatever.
Yikes.
And like the end is just so bad.
No, I don't like when they try to go too in depth.
Yeah,
with it. Then it's like, and then because like then they don't even know what they're talking about.
Guaranteed, the director's probably like, "I'm a genius. This is amazing. Everybody's gonna love this."
Probably like coked up
So
like.
bad.
Probably like coked up like. You know what?
What if we did this? Fucking snorts like 3 lines before
3
going
lines,
to the meeting.
running on like 3 hours of sleep. He's like, check this out, guys.
Listen to me.
A cult. And everybody's like, oh my god.
He's like on his laptop, like in a hotel room.
Just throw him a suitcase of money.
Holy shit! You'll never guess what I just wrote.
Oh man.
You'll fucking never guess.
You know how many Paranormal Activities came out? Like, do you guys know?
I can look it up.
I'll look it up because we know that there's like what 8, maybe going on 9 Fast and Furiouses.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're done already.
And then like what 4 Shrekses, and then what 3 or 4 Ice Ages.
No, there's like more Ice Ages, I think. But
More?
I don't know. I can't remember. I never really watched all those.
Here we go.
Yeah, me neither. How many?
6.
6.
Paranormal Activity 1, 2, 3, 4. The marked ones.
No.
And then the Ghost Dimension.
Yeah,
The
Ghost
Ghost
Dimension.
Dimension.
I heard about Ghost Dimension. I was like, fuck that.
If your fucking subtitle is Ghost Dimension, you gotta stop right now. Holy
Isn't
shit.
there another horror movie where they've made like 4 of them, and it's just like you guys kind of need to stop too.
You know what is a good one though? A good horror movie that I did see
Like
last year.
horror series or just a horror movie?
Like there is like a movie series.
Oh, okay. Which,
Like, I saw last year in Halloween that I've never heard of, but it was like pretty dope. It was kind of like the found footage thing, but it was called Hell House.
Hell House.
Hell
Yeah.
House.
The
Okay.
fuck?
Yeah, I think that one was pretty good.
Sounds like something that would be like aired on Shudder.
it was on
that-
Shudder.
Oh,
It was on Shudder. Oh, hey, I fucking knew
That's
it.
funny.
I knew it.
That's where I saw it. No,
Fucking
yeah,
knew
it was pretty dope. You know, like, cause you know you have all these movie streaming apps.
Right.
You have HBO Max.
Yeah.
You have Netflix,
Netflix,
Hulu, Amazon Prime. You know, people have all this.
Too much.
And then there was my brother got like another one called Shudder, where it's just mainly just horror movies. but
Yeah.
it's pretty dope. I think it's pretty. If you're like a movie, like a horror geek and all that, like that's what it's pretty cool for.
Oh, since we're on the topic of horror movies right now, there's one coming out this Friday.
Right. What?
Yeah, on Good Friday, like that's their whole pitch.
Oh,
Good
Friday.
holiest
Oh, that
day,
movie?
like,
Oh.
yeah, what's
that
it called?
movie.
What's that movie called? The Unholy,
Yeah.
right?
That's so you.
What do you
that's-
What do you think?
I like. I remember seeing the trailer. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of it. It looked interesting, but then the only
seen
thing
this?
but yeah, the
I think
them
I
saying like
saw
it comes
an
out
ad
on
for
Good
that.
Friday, like I think
Yeah,
that
they're
kind of
like on
wiped
the
away.
holiest day.
Yeah, wiped away my interest.
Yeah,
It
and
was
I was
like,
like, bro, come on.
You know what? Actually, this just reminded me. Like, I feel like the fucking ad, right? Remember the first ad that came out for The Nun?
oh,
Holy shit, that shit got me.
Oh,
Remember that-
like,
that ad?
not Paranormal Activity. That spin-off of
The Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Do you remember like seeing like an ad, right, where it's supposed to look like a YouTube video and it's buffering, right? And then out of nowhere, it's like the nun like right in your face.
no, what? I never
What
seen
the
that one.
hell?
I saw that,
That
shit.
sounds dope.
Dude, that scared the fuck out of me the first time I saw that, dude.
That
That shit
sounds
got
pretty
me. Because I remember I was just like, on my phone on YouTube one day. I think this was like, what, 2 years ago?
Mhm.
And then, it was just an ad, and then it looked like a YouTube video, like normal. And it started buffering, and I thought, like, oh, it's just fucking AT&T or whatever. And then it was the nun, and I was like, shit! Threw my
It got
phone
you.
across the room.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
And then, like, that shit got me.
That's how you advertise a fucking horror movie.
And then a week later, they pulled that shit off because people got too scared.
Oh my,
I'm not kidding.
No,
Bunch of
no, I
cowards.
never heard of that before.
that's
No.
funny.
Way back.
Well, then I guess that's how quickly they pulled the ad off. Just how many people they were scaring with that shit. That got me. I will not forget that.
Have
That-
you guys seen The Nun? Like, have you guys watched it?
no,
Yeah,
I've only seen
I
The
watched
Conjuring
it.
2.
It's I.
It's
It's I.
okay.
I mean, but honestly, like it's a whatever movie. I didn't really take it
what about
seriously.
Annabelle?
Which
one?
ones?
I don't know. Just
First one was pretty good.
Annabelle Annabelle comes home with that. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was alright.
I didn't like it.
Alright,
Me personally, I didn't like it.
alright. And in that case, what is your like criteria for a horror movie then?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, it's gotta have a plot. It's gotta
Yeah.
have, not too much like baggage with it.
Right.
Like take The Conjuring for example. They had the said family.
Yeah. The
No,
Warrens.
they don't include the neighbors like how they do in other movies. They don't include the neighbors.
Yeah. Just
They just have the family, and then they have Ed and Lorraine.
Ed and
Warren,
Lorraine.
and then the mom goes to them.
They have a
sets
case.
up. The case,
Mm-hmm.
what they do. Like
Right.
in the beginning, they have that little title scroll, Conjuring, and it says what they do,
Yeah.
and it's like a quick rundown what they do.
Yeah. Just yeah.
So, then you don't
have
have to freaking see it.
Exactly.
scene by
Yeah.
scene.
Exactly. You,
You
just
know what
already
they do, and then they go there. But then you also learn about their backstory with Lorraine, and then it goes on like how she sees ghosts and all that. Like she helps Ed.
Yeah.
Like they kind of they're kind of like the yin and yang.
Right. Yeah.
They
exactly.
complement one each other when they do supernatural stuff, and then when they get to the house, they do their business and all that. And it just goes throughout the whole movie too, of them doing that, but then also giving the family a narrative too about their livelihood, why they moved to the house and what they're trying to go for.
Right.
To kind of give some light humility to it, while
Yeah.
also being a horror movie. And then they have those elements too of horror like throughout like the middle of the movie. Like the first half is like setting up and all that.
Okay,
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
mean that's pretty much like fucking god tier when it comes to a horror movie.
Yeah.
But
That's that's what I like in a horror movie. I mean,
Yeah.
people like cheesy ones. Yeah, I mean, it just depends like what you like.
It depends, yeah. What's another really good horror movie? What's that? Sinister.
Sinister.
Have
Oh
you
yeah,
ever
that
seen
one was
Sinister?
really
That
good.
one
First one was really
good.
good.
And like that one got me. I was like, damn, like the whole concept of like the kids here like killing the parents and everything like that, but like in such crazy ways. I'm just like they were creative with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's that movie where it's like the lady and then her kid sees ghosts or whatever, but then like it's an old lady that comes to help them. And they have to put on a mask to like enter the dimension or whatever, and it's like the Red Devil. I think that.
Are you talking about Insidious?
Insidious, like it was such a good movie until the part where it shows that stupid like Red Devil like sharpening his nails.
That part was crazy.
That part was fucking stupid, dude. That part ruined the fucking movie.
I thought it was creepy. I mean, I didn't really take too much.
Creepy? Why? Because of the song playing in the
No,
background?
not the song, but just like what he's doing, like like he's getting ready to like.
Oh nah, that shit.
Like
was
in
dumb.
not that way. I mean, if you take, I guess if you see it in that way, yeah.
That
But
movie-
but then like when the kid like says like like he sees.
Oh, where it's
Then,
in the
yeah.
corner, that got me.
Yeah.
And then
And
also
then it
when they
zooms
were
in.
at the table.
Yeah.
Remember when they're at the table and his face pops out like behind the chick? Like, it had some pretty good jump scares, but that part where he's fucking sharpening his nails, that killed the whole movie for me. I was like, all right, I'm done.
They think that added with the music kind of like ruined it also.
Nah, the music was creepy, but that song is weird, but when like it showed him sharpening his nails, that killed it. I was like, all right,
You know
I
what?
guess it's a comedy now.
You know what? The last horror movie I saw was The Conjuring 2. That was the last movie.
That movie was so bad.
To be honest, though, one part that
Really?
I hate.
I know it wasn't that scary, but like I thought
Dude, I walked out.
it was all right.
20 minutes into the movie.
Damn.
I went up to the lady
You always walk out movies.
and I was like, can I have a refund? This movie's fucking trash. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Here's like 2 tickets to come back and watch a different movie. I was like, yeah, the movie was bad.
Damn.
The old man on the couch, and he's just like, ugh. And I was like, dude,
Oh, yeah,
what the fuck
Bill-
is this? It's
Bill
so
Wilkins.
bad, dude.
To be honest, the only part that got me was that scene where like it goes back to the Warrens' house and like the nun was like at the end of the hallway.
Oh,
Okay.
That was the only part that got me.
that part is
That
creepy.
part was unsettling. Like and then like Lorraine was having Lorraine was like tripping, like scribbling like in her notebook,
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
and then her daughter's like, "Hey, who's that?"
Uh-huh.
And then she points to like the end of the hallway. That shit got me.
It is. Which
That was
one's the one
unsettling.
where the nun is the painting?
Yeah.
And then is that number 2, the
Yeah,
Conjuring
that's-
2, or is that the nun?
Yeah,
Yeah, number
okay.
2 because what Ed was like, couldn't sleep last night, but I painted this and it was a fucking nun.
Oh shit.
And then hung it up in his like little office.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Oh,
that part, like that scene when it went back to the Warrens' house, that shit got me.
Okay, maybe I should go back and rewatch it. Then.
And then, like, the
and
part-
just skip that stupid old like man at the beginning.
It's a
crooked
good
man.
movie. Is this?
The crooked man.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
it's
it
later
was like
in the movie.
it was
yeah.
like a little song toy that the kids would like.
Oh yeah, I know.
Because like more like I think one of the boys like stuttering, and they were trying to help him with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the one part that got me was that shit. That was unsettling.
Yeah, maybe I'll rewatch it. I'll just skip that whole the couch is haunted or some shit.
The couch is haunted.
I hated that crap.
But you know what? This is a good time to bring this up. What is one like movie series or movie, just individual one that you'll watch anytime, anywhere, no matter how many times you saw it, it'll still be fun to watch?
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private
I
Ryan.
can watch that a million
The
times.
D-Day scene,
It's dude, it's so good.
or is it just the D-Day
It's
scene?
everything.
Everything.
The whole movie.
The whole
But
movie?
the D-Day scene, that's wild.
Oh my god. Oh.
Like that shit's wild.
When I saw that, I was like, I need a fucking break. Hold on. Let me just- Holy shit. That fucking got me. Holy fuck.
That part where he gets shot like his helmet gets shot or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, you lucky son of a bitch," and he takes it off, and then they fucking shoot him again in the
Was
head.
it Tom Hanks that happened to, right? Or was it like a different character?
No, it was a complete like it was just different people.
Oh, just some
Just
fucking
like two soldiers, like
just
they're on the beach.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And that part got me. I was just like, bro, like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's right. Like, didn't he like was like telling him like, "Oh, you like a son of a bitch," and then he gets shot, and he just like floated like in like the beach behind him.
No, they were on the sand.
Oh, in the sand.
Yeah, they were
oh,
on the
never mind.
sand.
Then my bad.
And then I think another part where that guy's like calling in on the radio, and he's like telling him shit, and it's Tom Hanks. So Tom Hanks is like telling him like, "Oh, radio and this or whatever," and then he turned him around again, and his whole fucking face was just blown off, like it was
Jesus.
all gone.
Oh my god.
You've never seen Saving Private Ryan?
I remember we talked about this,
I
and I remember
only saw
saying
it
like
one
how
time. I only saw it one time.
like I saw like half.
I think
like
rewatch
half.
it.
Bro,
I can't remember.
It's such a good movie.
The only thing I remember of it is like when they're on the beach.
Yeah,
Like, that's
that
the only
beach
thing I
scene
remember.
is unforgettable.
That's
Holy
the only thing I
shit.
remember.
It's wild.
Yikes. You know what? Actually, like, quick little anecdote. I think I remember there was like a high school teacher that I had who told me how when he went to go see it, like in the 90s, he remembers like he took like he was like out on a date and he was watching it, and then after the D-Day scene was over, he remembers like seeing like an old man get up and then leave the theater, and then he was like, that's weird. And so they continue watching it, and then when he leaves to get and then when the movie's over and they leave, he finds him still like outside like on a bench, and he went to go talk to him like, "Hey man, what's up, man? What happened?" And he told him like, "Dude, that scene was so graphic that it brought me back to when I was there."
Oh,
because he happened to be in the same theater with a guy that was there when it happened.
I've heard of that. Like that
veterans
scene
all over
there
the place
gave like
flashbacks.
They get gave them
veterans all over the
flashbacks.
place.
Like,
Fuck.
That's wild.
Fuck, I gotta watch it.
You do have to watch it.
I know. It's
Yeah, I gotta rewatch that movie again. Because I only saw it like through like one time.
It's such a
Holy
good movie.
shit.
Anytime it comes on the TV or something like that, like I have no problem watching it.
Oh my god! It's on right now. Saving Private, it's on right now. Stop what you're doing. We gotta watch it, guys.
I mean,
Everyone
it's pretty
Everyone,
rare,
shut up.
though.
We gotta watch this shit. What about you, man?
Me?
Yeah, what about you?
A movie that I could rewatch
Anytime.
Yeah.
As many times as you want, and it will still be fun for you.
The Shining.
The Shining.
Yeah, I lie. It's a horror movie. It's a character type movie. To really in depth into the character Jack Torrance of Jack Nicholson.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's like a movie that I could rewatch anytime, just because of like the storytelling. I mean, I love watching movies like cinema and all that. Like
Yeah.
I like those movies that that take the time to really develop each character and the story wise.
Yeah.
And I feel like The Shining just does that. And plus, I like horror movies too.
Right.
I wouldn't say like now because like I haven't really seen like a really good one lately.
Yeah.
Like a really true great one that really like freaks me out. But The Shining does that, and like plus it gives like a cool like story and like with music and just placement, like location too. Like they're in the Overlook Hotel up in Colorado.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like a blizzard happened and they couldn't leave for like a little while.
Because the thing is like he's a writer, and so he takes his family up there to overlook that hotel for the duration of the winter, and all they do is they just sit there. They have the kitchen to themselves. They make their own food. They can roam around anywhere, and all they have to do is just stay. And like just them, and then like Jack just like over time like going into madness.
Yeah,
while
just because
being
like
succumb with like the
nothing.
ghosts there.
Oh shit.
With the spirits there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it kind of like intertwines with his madness with the spirits that are like the haunted spirits there, and it's kind of like intertwines.
Right.
And it's just like it just makes him go crazy, and he just starts like lashing out at his family.
He gets
then,
irritable.
And then next thing you know, he becomes like he just wants to kill his family.
Okay, because I never saw that movie, but from references and clips that I saw, I thought like the
references
plot...
really take out like the true like greatness of the movie.
Right, but I just thought like the whole plot was that they're out in like a hotel for like days, and I just thought like Jack got crazy just because it's like
just out of nowhere.
Yeah, just because like there's nothing to do. It's like we're just stuck here and it's been days. Oh my god, like the whole cabin fever bullshit.
Yeah, it's like that.
That's what I thought was the reason why he went crazy and tried to kill his family.
But yeah, it's It's a movie that you have to like. You can't just like look away or look at your phone while doing it.
Is it the whole family that sees all the ghosts, or is it just Jack's character?
No, like the kid sees them too, but like, he doesn't really interact too much. Like like the little girls that he's on the bicycle.
I've never seen.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like
that's a really iconic scene, right?
Yeah, like
he's on the bicycle and there's the two little girls.
Yeah,
at the end of the hallway or whatever.
Yeah, and then he like runs away, and then like the hallway of blood.
Oh shit!
But yeah, it's a really crazy movie for me that I can just watch it. Like it's a horror movie, but it's also like character development, like I said. And plus, like, just story-wise. And that's a movie I can just watch over and over again.
All right. I guess for me, it will have to be Lord of the Rings.
Oh, man.
The whole series, whole fucking thing.
Lord of the Rings is
Lord of the
so
Rings.
good.
Director's edition.
Dude, actually, last night I watched the extended cut of Fellowship.
You have to.
I know,
I feel like any movie that comes out like an extended version of it,
yeah,
like, you have to watch it.
You just got to. Yeah, dude, oh my god. It was a fucking journey. Holy shit. I mean, well, it's because we have the extended cuts. But it's just that since I've already seen the Two Towers and Return of the King a couple times already, I just thought like, well, I mean, I gotta see Fellowship because I haven't seen that movie like through and through yet. And I watched that shit and oh my god.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
So you watched the second and the third one?
That's what I'm saying.
It's because they're on Netflix.
That's why.
It's because they're on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's your problem. You can't just watch the second and third one without watching the first.
Well, I know, but it's because I mean, I didn't have the first one with me, so and I had Netflix, and that's all they had. So I kind of got. Netflix fucked me over. That's what happened. They fucked me over by not having the first one.
I mean, the first one gets a lot of crap because everybody's like, "Where's all the action at?" Right? But
nah, that's because
it's the build
exactly
because it's a whole trilogy.
Exactly, man.
You just gotta be patient.
Exactly.
Okay, so you really enjoy Lord of the Rings. What were your thoughts about what are your thoughts on The Hobbit?
I never seen The Hobbit series.
I love The Hobbit.
If there was one part that almost made me cry in the Fellowship was in the ending when Frodo like was gonna leave by himself to go take the ring to Mordor, and then Sam followed him in the boat. That shit got me.
Oh, he like starts swimming towards him.
Yeah, and then he almost drowned. Then he picks him back up, puts him in the boat, and he's telling him like, "Look, man."
Friendship.
Yeah.
And then because he was telling him how like I made a promise, like don't lose Frodo, just don't lose him. Like that shit got me.
That doesn't happen anymore. Like let's say if you were on that boat, or let's say if Roberto was on that boat and you were swimming towards him, he would have let you drown.
He just watches like
he's like, yeah, later.
He just waits until they're like no more bubbles, right? He's like, good, and then they starts rolling down the river. Like, all right, good.
Once he sees the bubbles gone, he's like, and then he tries to reach inside. He's like,
oh
damn.
no,
I
was too
can't do
late.
Like shit, I was too late.
My God, this is a tragedy. Holy shit!
Anyways,
how could this happen to me?
Oh well.
Anyways,
well, hey, may rest in peace. Anyway. But yeah, Lord of the Rings will be a movie series that I would see multiple times. Mm-hmm. It's just a good ass fucking story. Plus, I never knew why Frodo and Sam went by themselves to Mordor, and now I know why. Now I know why. Once again, Netflix fucked me over by not having the first one. That's why. Plus, I liked how in the beginning when like they found out how Bilbo had the ring the whole time. And then they're trying to like, and then the whole like ring was awoken, right? Mm-hmm. And they all and like the evil knew where it was.
Yeah,
like that got me too because I was like, oh shit, that's right, they know where it is now, or like they know that it's out there, and now they're gonna come get it.
Doesn't it only wake up when somebody puts it on?
Yeah. But
like. Oh, because he just like randomly like got it out of nowhere, right? And he was like, "Oh, like it's this thing again," you know?
Yeah, like, exactly. Yeah. Like I think because it was once Frodo had it, and he started putting it on. It kind of sounded like a signal to like them, right? And then fucking Gollum snitched, right? You fucking.
So you've never seen The Hobbit?
No, I never seen.
Dude, you gotta watch it.
I mean, I've only seen like bits of it because it was like on TV, and I was like, I'll watch whatever.
That way you can like see the origins of. Like, everything.
And plus it's got action. It's got some good
It's
action.
got really good action.
You know, actually, quickly, I heard that many people didn't like The Hobbit.
Why? It's because I feel like they didn't watch the extended version. Because
Probably.
I hate it. Because like when I watch the regular version, at first I'll be like, yeah, it was good. But when I watch the extended version, it's like, oh, why did they take this out?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
especially in the last one, Battle of the Five Armies.
Watch that then.
Battle of the Five Armies, like that, like the battle was like a lot longer than it was in the theaters and all that.
I feel like the only thing that kind of pissed me off was the cliffhanger that they left from the first to the second, where they're out those mountains, and then next thing you know, the mountains like start fighting or whatever, like amongst themselves. You remember that?
The mountains? Oh, like
isn't that when
these
they're, like, crawling on
stone
the wall?
monsters.
Yeah, they're
and
like
shit?
they're like on the walls, and they're like
Yeah.
you know crawling. Like, how are we gonna get through this? And then the movie ends, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, how are you gonna leave it there?
Damn.
Out of all things.
In the first one?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's been a while since I've seen the first one.
It's been a while too, but that's probably the only thing that stuck with me. Like, I remember like that was pretty much like the ending where they had to lead up to the second one where like how they get through those mountains or whatever.
I think through the extended version might show something.
Maybe
I can't
haven't
remember.
seen. I'm not too crazy about movies,
Yeah,
so
'cause I remember
extended
the-
versions for me are kind of like, eh.
Yeah, it's like it feels like extra work, right?
Pretty
like,
much.
let's do this
Like some
bullshit.
fucking DLC where you're like, I guess.
Alrighty. Well, this has been the Box Podcast, everybody, and yeah, I mean today we really got in depth about movies,
Oh yes.
but you know, but now I kind of feel more like, all right, I should watch movies more often. So, you know, this has been the Box Podcast where we talk about all kinds of stuff and features a group of friends. And so, yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.